Have you ever wondered what really drives Pakistan's economy? It's not just farms or factories. The biggest piece of the pie, a whopping 60% of our GDP, comes from something else entirely: the services sector. Think about it. The tech startups in Lahore, the bustling markets of Karachi, the mobile banking app on your phone, even the corner store where you buy your daily essentials. This is the services sector, a sleeping giant that holds the key to Pakistan's future. As countries develop, they naturally shift from agriculture to industry, and finally, to services. Pakistan is right in the middle of this transition. With one of the youngest populations in the world, cities growing faster than ever, and more people getting online every day, services have become the main engine for jobs and growth. We're seeing incredible dynamism in areas like telecom, finance, and e-commerce. Fintech startups are changing how we handle money. Firms are proving that Pakistani talent can compete on a global stage. Even tourism, long overlooked, is showing new signs of life. What makes the services sector so special? Its flexibility. Unlike building a massive factory, starting a service business can be faster and cheaper. It's a sector that's incredibly good at creating jobs, especially for women and young people who often find it harder to enter more traditional industries. In a country grappling with unemployment, this is a massive advantage. Services are perfectly positioned to tackle our biggest economic challenges head-on. But here's the catch, the big paradox. If this sector is so huge, why isn't Pakistan's economy soaring? Why do we still struggle? The problem is productivity. While the services sector contributes 60% to our GDP, the output per worker is surprisingly low. To put it in perspective, India's services sector, which contributes a bit less to their GDP, is nearly twice as productive per employee. So, what's holding us back? The answer lies in a single word: informality. A staggering 70% of all service jobs in Pakistan are in the informal economy. We're talking about the street vendors, the rickshaw drivers, the small shopkeepers, and millions of others who are the lifeblood of our cities. Their work is real, their contribution is essential, but they are trapped. They operate in the shadows, with little to no job security, meager earnings, and almost no chance to grow. They help people survive, but they don't fuel national transformation. This isn't an accident. It's the result of complex regulations, a lack of access to bank loans, and poor infrastructure. When a business isn't registered, it can't get a loan to expand. Its workers have no social safety net, and the government can't collect taxes to fund public services. It's a vicious cycle of stagnation that keeps millions of hardworking people locked in poverty and prevents the economy from reaching its true potential. Even within the formal part of the sector, we face challenges. Our financial sector is growing, but is still concentrated in big cities. Our IT sector is vibrant, but it's made of small pockets of excellence rather than a nationwide boom. And while we have more schools and hospitals than ever before, the quality of service can vary dramatically. This brings us to the crucial question of jobs. Yes, the services sector creates millions of them. It absorbs the huge number of young people entering the workforce every year, which is vital. But what kind of jobs are they? For many, these are survival jobs, not career jobs. They provide a basic income, but they offer little hope for skill development, promotions, or long-term security. Think about it. Youth unemployment is still stubbornly high. Why? Because there is a huge gap between the skills our education system provides and the skills that high-growth service industries actually need. Companies are desperate for people with skills in data analytics, digital marketing, and cloud computing, but our universities are often teaching outdated curricula. So, we end up in a situation where we're creating jobs, but not enough of the good jobs that offer a living wage and a path to a better future. So, how do we fix this? How do we unleash this shackled giant? It requires a bold, multi-pronged strategy. First, we must formalize to transform. We need to make it easier and cheaper for small businesses to register. We can offer incentives like tax breaks and link formal employment to social benefits. When businesses become formal, they can access credit, pay their fair share of taxes, and we can create better policies to support them. Second, we need to digitize to scale. This means aggressive investment in broadband internet, digital ID systems, and a fully connected Pakistan would open up incredible opportunities for remote work, online education, telemedicine, and fintech innovation, reaching every corner of the country. Third, we have to skill up, not just fill seats. Our education system needs a complete overhaul. We must focus on critical thinking, digital literacy, and vocational training that matches what the market demands. We need partnerships between universities and the private sector to create modern certification programs and apprenticeships. Fourth, we must export beyond our borders. Pakistan has immense talent. We need to aggressively promote our services exports, particularly in its business process outsourcing and even medical tourism. We can create special economic zones just for service industries and build a global brand for made in Pakistan talent. Fifth, we need to regulate smartly, not heavily. We have to cut the bureaucratic red tape that strangles so many businesses. A predictable and fair regulatory environment gives investors the confidence they need to create jobs and drive innovation. And finally, we must empower women and youth. We need targeted programs that bring more women into the formal workforce, with support like childcare and flexible work. We need to fund incubators and startups to help our brilliant young entrepreneurs turn their ideas into reality. Let's be clear. The services sector in Pakistan isn't weak, it's just constrained. It's held back by old systems, a lack of investment, and a resistance to change. Its size is undeniable, and its potential is immense. But potential doesn't build nations. Productivity does. Innovation does. Inclusion does. If we can harness the energy of our youth, embrace our digital future, and reform our institutions to support growth, the services sector can trigger the economic renaissance we all dream of. It can create not just jobs, but careers. Not just GDP growth, but widespread prosperity. Not just transactions, but a true transformation of our society. The giant is right here, shackled but ready to rise. The real question isn't whether it can lead Pakistan forward. The question is, do we have the wisdom and the will to set it free? Let's not mistake size for strength. Let's turn that size into substance. Because in the services sector lies not just Pakistan's present, but its entire future. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on Pakistan's economy.